Alright, what is going on, guys? It is Sergio Rules back again, and this time we are back for the next round of the PU Kickoff Tour. I believe this is round 5. Yeah, I think it's round 5. I can't remember. Whatever the case, our opponent this week is Stareal. Stareal. I'm not sure how you pronounce his name, but it's Stareal. Anyway, so this team that I have with me right now is another team from my friend Gum. We have a Nasty Plot Goregeist, 4 attacks, Phalanx, just a classic defensive Marini, Stealth Rock Mawile, a Silvally Electric, which is a kind of weird set, but it works, and then a Choice Scarf, Mr. Mime. So, looking at his team, Double is definitely a threat. I have Marini and Goregeist for that, though. So Rhyme is his hazard control, so it's probably going to be Heavy Duty Boots, Mr. Rhyme. So as for my lead, I think Phalanx has the best overall lead matchup, so I'm going to go ahead and go with that. He does just lead Minectric. I need to calc if this kills or not. Minectric. I don't think it kills, but it might. No, it only does 62. Okay. And he's gonna kill me with Thunderbolt actually. So we're gonna get out of there and go into my Silvally Electric. He just volt switches. Fine play, fine play. He has nothing faster than this, so yeah, the worst he could do is go out into something else. I'm gonna flamethrower this just to get some damage off on it, see what kind of spread it is, and it looks like it is a specially defensive set. Either that or Silvally is just a lot weaker than I thought it was. I'm gonna go into my Mawile. I'm gonna go ahead and get my Rocks up, I think. Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and get my Rocks up. He goes into Minectric, no big deal. I actually kind of just want to Sucker Punch because I expect them to Volt Switch here, which I don't think knocks me out. Oh, wow. Yeah, so actually he does knock me out. But his hazard control is Mr. Rhyme, which I can pretty easily take care of with the rest of my team, so I'm just gonna Sucker Punch for some damage, and he actually doesn't kill me. Is this a Specs? Yeah, okay, that's why. So it doesn't kill me because the calc just automatically assumes Specs, but it was not. So I'm just gonna Sucker Punch again, get a bunch of damage off. Good. Now I'm just gonna go into my Silvally Electric, and I'm just gonna U-turn here. Whatever he wants to bring in is going to take... The only thing that doesn't take a lot from this is Double, which what I'm going to do is go into Marini and Toxic that thing. If he's like a substitute Double, that can suck. But, okay, so he does U-turn into the Mr. Rhyme. If I go into my Phalanx, nothing really wants to take a hit from that. That's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna go Phalanx. I'm just gonna First Impression, because nothing, yeah, this is gonna do a lot to Masharna. And I think we can even kill through, if he has Colbur Berry. Masharna. PU Showdown usage. Just assuming it's max defense, max HP, not leftovers Colbur Berry. First Impression did 64, so he's definitely not max defense. Let's just see. Assume no defense? Yeah, so he's probably no defense. Throat Chop does 25 minimum, so I'm just going to Throat Chop. And he just goes Double. Good play on his part, good play. I'm just going to go into my Marini now, like I said. And he is substitute double, which could potentially be a problem. I'm going to go into my Gorgeist, and he just goes Mr. Rhyme. I can definitely outspeed this because he's heavy-duty boots. So the question is, does Shadow Ball knock him out, or do I have to go for a Fire Blast? Gorgeist. This one versus a Mr. Rhyme. Just assuming he's this. Shadow Ball does 40. So it's a roll, but it's really heavily in my favor, so I'm just going to Shadow Ball here. Yeah, we knock him out. Cool. So now my rocks are up and here to stay. He's definitely Stealth Rock on his Pawniard, so I'm not worried about this thing setting up. And I do have a Colbur Berry, so I'm just going to Fire Blast here, get some big... Oh, we just kill it. I was going to say get some big damage off, but we just knock it out. Fine by me, you know? Here, I'm going to Nasty Plot. He just synthesizes. I'm just going to Fire Blast again. Hopefully we can knock him out. Good job. I think we can just go into Mr. Mime, I want to say. Yeah, I'm going to go Mr. Mime. He's going to go Masharna. I'm going to Mystical Fire here, because this will knock out Masharna, and if it doesn't, which it did without the crit anyway, I'm 100% sure. GG. Okay, so that's game 1. Game 2, I'm going to bring a little different team. I'm going to bring this one, which is a Choice Specs Mr. Mime with Teleport, actually. And then it also has the same Phalanx, the same Mawile, this time with a little more defensive. Has a Type Null and a Vespiquen. And then a Swords Dance Silvally Rock. So let's go ahead and challenge him again. Alright, and we are back with game 2. So this one, he has brought a rather interesting, like, Psychic. He has double Psychic. That's pretty cool. So I'm going to assume maybe a Specs Behemoth and then a Scarf. No, I don't know, actually. He might be like a Colbur, maybe a Trick Room Behemoth or something. Maybe a Specs Mime, Scarf Manectric. This is either really big offense. Actually, no, because I think this is definitely heavy duty boots, Crustle. And then maybe a defensive spinning Hitmontop, probably a Specs Glaceon. So he might have just brought a bunch of choice users. Maybe this is like a Nasty Plot Life Orb Mr. Mime? I don't know. We're gonna see what happens. I think my best lead probably is going to be Mawile can pretty much handle anything except for the Manectric, and at least get a knockoff off on something. So he goes Mr. Mime. I am going to knock this off, or if he switches out, I'm going to knock that off. Whatever he brings in. So, yeah, so he goes Hitmontop. He is an Intimidate Hitmontop. I'm going to go ahead and get my rocks up, because unless he has, like, Earthquake, he's not going to do a lot to me, which he might have Earthquake. And he just close combats. I'm going to play rough here. If he spins, then he loses his Hitmontop, so he should not do that. And he just close combats again. Good play, good play. Oh, and I missed the play rough, so that's really good. That's good for him. No problem, dude. It happens. It happens. But that does mean that I'm probably going to have to switch out. Alternatively, I can predict the rapid spin here and just play rough again, and he just close combats. So that's no big deal. His Hitmontop is really weak. He doesn't have leftovers anymore. I don't think I really needed Mawile. Mawile would have been good for Crustle, but I also have my Silvally Rock here, which can pretty easily handle that. Okay, so looking at my options here, I think Mr. Mime is definitely my best bet, and I'm just going to Dazzling Gleam. He doesn't have a Fairy Resist, which isn't surprising. There isn't really anything that resists Fairy, except for like Mawile in the tier. So he goes Glaceon. I'm just going to go into my Type Null. He wishes. I'm just going to U-turn because I'm expecting him to go into his Hitmontop so he can spin. Yep, so he goes out into Hitmontop. I'm going to go here, and I'm going to Psychic. He doesn't know that I'm Choice Specs yet, I don't think, unless he could figure out that that damage on Glaceon was Specs. But hopefully this knocks this out. Hitmontop's pretty specially bulky, but I'm hoping that a Specs Psychic can knock it out, and whatever he goes into, if he goes into his own Mr. Mime or his Behem, those are both also going to take a lot from a Specs Psychic, so we'll see what he wants to do here. I think in most situations I'm going to get a kill here. No, I mean, I definitely don't necessarily get a kill here because he could go into his Mr. Mime or his Behem. But I'll at least get a big hit off on something. Maybe he's calcing if this kills or not. I should probably do that as well. Mr. Mime, Choice Specs. Oh, he moved. Okay, finally. So that is a dead Manectric there. That's pretty good. He's probably going to go... Okay, Crustle. So this is Heavy Duty Boots. I'm going to fire off a Psychic and just break that Sturdy. Yep, and he just gets up his rocks, so I get another hit off. He goes Behem. That takes a pretty decent chunk. We'll just go Type Null. Pretty no drawback play. And I'm just going to Toxic here, whatever he switches into, or his Behem. Won't appreciate that. Okay, so I'm going to U-turn out, and I'm going into my Mr. Mime. And, oh man, is this where I reveal the teleport tech? Because I don't think he'll stay in here. What's his Behem easily takes 2 hits. And if I get in my Silvally Rock, what can I set up? My Silvally Rock can set up on his Crustle. He's definitely not going into Crustle now. But once Silvally Rock sets up, it can pretty much sweep his team. So I have to think about that too. But he's definitely... I'm going to assume he's going Behem here. I'm just going to teleport. I'll reveal it now. And he goes Crustle. Perfect. Perfect, perfect, perfect. I can Swords Dance here. And he actually Earthquakes. Do I KO this with Silvally? I guess it doesn't matter what type the Silvally is. But I will... Oops. Silvally Rock, custom set. That's not the Silvally Rock that I wanted. Do I not have this team imported? Okay. Silvally Rock versus a Crustle. Just assume it's this same set, probably. flame charge does 10, so what about a plus 2? It does 20, about. So I have to multi-attack here. He goes Hitmontop. He's probably Mach Punch. But he's Intimidate, so maybe he doesn't even kill me. I'm gonna go into my Mime. Yeah, he is Mach Punch, so I'll just Psychic here. Yep, and his Hitmontop is down, so that is one less thing that we have to worry about. What do I expect him to do here? Dazzling Gleam, maybe? He might Trick, expecting my my Type Null to come in. I kind of want to stay in Psychic. He does just Trick, so I get a Scarf now instead of a Specs, which is pretty good. I'll just Psychic here. He Dazzling Gleams me to take me out, but I have Phalanx. I can just First Impression this. He goes Crustle. That thing is dead next turn. I'm just gonna. I'm gonna Throat Chop so that I don't get the defense drop. He goes Mr. Mime. No big deal. I definitely don't need this anymore. Spec Psychic does a lot. Okay. So, we'll go back into Phalanx. As long as I keep Phalanx alive, I can pretty easily win this. There's no way you're max speed. Please don't be max speed. Okay, he goes Behem. Just going to my Type Null. I'm gonna rest here, actually, because he can't really do anything to me. Sleep Talk. Hopefully we get a U-turn roll. Nope. That's no big deal. He can't do anything to me right now. I get the Toxic off. That's pretty good. Pretty big right there. He's probably going to protect. Yep. I'm going to... I'm faster than him. Or no, I'm not. I'm slower than him, which is very good. Okay, so he wishes. I'm just gonna go Silvally Rock, and I'm just gonna raw multi-attack. There's no way. Yeah, you go Behem, you lose, I think. 47. He's in 46. If this is a roll to kill, which it's not, okay. So he Specs Mime, so he doesn't outspeed me, and that is just GG's. Okay, so that is, I believe, round 5 of my PU Kickoff Tournament. So we obviously took that one pretty handily. It was a little bit of a fight, but I thought it was pretty good matches overall. I definitely had a really good matchup with my Nasty Plot Goregeist in game 1. He didn't really have too many answers for that, and then Silvally Rock this game 2 just kind of destroyed his entire team. So unfortunately, both games were pretty matchup based, but good games nonetheless. Yeah, so that's the next round. Hopefully there will be I'll be uploading some more games next week, and we'll see where it goes. Hopefully I can do pretty well in this tournament. That would be really good for my reputation as a PU player, especially with PUPL coming up. Hopefully we can get drafted for that and have some good tournament games, good fun to go off of. So without any further ado, thank you guys for watching. Please like, subscribe, whatever, and I will see you all in the next video. Goodbye.